Hello there, and welcome to an episode of The Path to Transformation. My name's Tammy, and I have a little short, quick solo episode for you today. Going to be talking about productivity and having more self-compassion, especially when you're neurodivergent. So if you're new here, I have episodes every week about things like grief and living your life to your fullest potential. So if you aren't already subscribed, be sure to subscribe. And if you enjoy this episode, please don't forget to share it with a friend. All right, so I've been having some trouble, executive dysfunctioning. And okay, this is not a medical episode at all where I'm giving advice or anything. And full transparency, I am not diagnosed with anything, but it's an inner knowing. I've been honestly struggling with a lot with executive dysfunction for the last, I don't know how many months, for months and months, There's just so many things to do and I can't get one single thing done. And I was talking to my good friend about this and, she was saying the same thing and she's being treated for ADHD as well. So I had this little idea. It all came to me at work one day. So I work with children for my day job. And I was thinking, I'm like, wow, he really doesn't want to do his homework. He really doesn't want to clean up. He's upset that we have to get started right now, whatever. I was realizing, I'm like, holy shit, even though I'm 30, I feel like I have these little tantrums and feelings myself, except I don't have a nanny or, a mom that is coaching me along and telling me to keep going, to keep getting up. I realized, I was like, oh my God, I have to be my own nanny or my own mom right now. So I realized that I'm going to start talking to myself or treating myself like my inner child. Not in a baby voice, that kind of stuff, but just more in the aspect of when I'm trying to do stuff, when I'm trying to complete things, I'm going to use the encouraging voice, to use the affirmations, whatever. So for example, if I don't feel like doing homework or tidying or whatever, I'm going to remind myself that it'll be quick. I can do it quick. Once I'm done, I can quote unquote play, as that's what he wants to do. I got this. I can remind myself that I believe in myself and that I can do hard things. Those are just, some little pep talk words at the beginning, okay? So then when it comes to actually completing the task, I realized I can chunk it out. So I could either do 10 minutes of it, or I can focus on one corner of tidying the bedroom first, instead of seeing the whole big picture. So breaking it down enables me to feel like I can handle it better. So really, essentially, one step at a time. And then once I, finish the task or whatever, we can be proud of ourselves and celebrate. Because, once the kid finishes, tidying up the playroom, you're like, oh my God, what a good job you just did. I can give that same feedback to myself. Oh, I'm proud of you. Way to go. You did it. Even though it maybe is simple, because I think so many of us that are neurodivergent, we do compare ourselves to our peers or whatever. And it's maybe our thinking and way of doing things is different, but it doesn't make us any worse. It's just different. It is our superpower. So overall, I think by allowing ourselves to kind of be our own nanny, let's say, it helps us to have more compassion for ourselves and more understanding, ultimately leading to more self-love. So when it comes down to it, a lot of times, we start beating ourselves up about, wow, we can't do this, we can't get it done, everybody else is doing this. But if we start to have little tricks, tips, start treating ourselves maybe like a kid, it'll all work out better. I don't know, so that was just a little inspo or a little insight that came to me at work. I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm literally complaining about the same things as him, or I'm feeling the same way as him about doing this task and that and the other. So yeah, I'm gonna start to be my own nanny. So thanks for listening. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to share it with a friend or leave a review, and find me at TammyU_wellness on all the platforms. All right, thanks so much for listening, and I will catch you on the next one.